Big shout out to Bean Working Espresso down in Skyring Terrace, Newstead.
Best coffee in the game.
Best absolute coffee in the game. Hooking the Platform podcast, and any listeners up with a 10% discount.
Shout out.
Shout out to Yolanda.
Yolanda.
That was a mouthful.
Their coffee's real fucking good.
Best coffee in the game, by far. Just opened up Skyring Terrace. You can order ahead and mention the Platform podcast for a 10% discount. This is the Platform podcast with B-Bad and Brandon. So, Johnny, can you just hold up that shake to the screen? Now, what are you running in that? That's pretty thick.
It's you want to be a thick man, you got to have a thick shake.
That is fucking way too dense, man.
That actually looks like a pudding.
You could use a fork.
Oh, man.
What's in it?
Just peanut butter, banana and oats and some water. But like a lot
protein.
of it. And a little bit of protein. Yeah. But a lot of that and not much water.
Bloody hell.
It's thick, eh?
You could just literally eat that as a dessert.
It'll take a bit to get through.
That's out of control.
I do like that. I'm going to title this episode "Thick Shake for a Thick Man."
You remember that?
Oh, man.
We do have the thickest man right here.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
man.
He is thick.
He's quite thick. What are you currently weighing?
I think I'm 142 or something at the
Oh,
moment.
that's nice.
So I'm lightweight. It's good. It's great.
Lightweight.
A small
it's
142.
I'm a small 142. It's great. It's great.
Remember that time you were a small 142?
No, but did you know Brandon's goal is around 142?
It's awful.
Actually, I've heard that from a few people now.
I feel great right now, but being 150 plus is not great.
Because what were you when you... Oh, so actually, we probably should just, introduce you.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
This guy. This really handsome devil. I was going to drop a C-bomb in there, but unfortunately we've got some kid audiences at the moment and didn't want to... Don't swear, kids. But welcome to the platform, Mr. Is it Melon?
Yeah, well, my real name is Mystery, so it's
It is?
Melon. It's Melon. We're going to run with Melon, but my real name's Mystery.
Can you tell us? Can we have a platform exclusive?
Okay, only a few people know this, but it is Patrick.
Oh, no, I did know this.
Yeah, well, what are you doing then?
Well, I didn't want to... Because
Jesus.
I don't know what to call you.
Yeah.
Is it Melon?
Look, everyone calls me Mel up here, but Melon's what I get known as. It's a bit of a long story.
We have time.
If you have time.
Yeah.
Well, look, it comes from my first sport, which was motocross. I raced motocross for 16 years. And funny enough, the guy who's now dating my mother started calling me Paddy Melon Darlin. And then it went to Melon Head, then it went to PMD, then it went to Melon Head again, and then just went to Melon, and that stuck. So since I was like 9, been called Melon. So
Oh, wow.
to know Patrick is like, if someone calls me Patrick, you're like, oh, they have known him for a while. That is...
A long while.
That's red hot. Yeah.
Wow, so you've just run with Melon.
Yeah, I ran with Melon, changed the Facebook name, made it official. And
Yeah, you
now,
did.
Yeah, now I'm Melon. Or Mel. Either one.
Shortened up.
Yeah, shortened it up.
As we do with every word in Australia.
Yeah, well, it had to be done. So that's how that started. That's really short, but yeah, there's a lot to it. That was a song my brother used to sing to me.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it was that was great. Go home every day. That's what was
He
chanted
sung
through
it
the
to
house.
you out of love?
Yeah, I don't know if Lance calls it love, but it's some sort of it.
Does your mum still call you Patrick?
Yeah, no, she calls me Patrick.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Mum still
When
calls
you
me
hear it
Patrick.
from your mum, though, you're like, fuck, I'm in trouble.
Oh yeah, I'm in shit. Like, it's more of like a real high pitch Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, over the phone too. Like, oh, yeah.
And still scared.
Oh, mate, she controls the bank account, so I'm good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I love that you've just run with Melon, though, because it suits you.
Well, it does. Like,
The size of that head.
well, that's kind of why it works, and like a little bit hard on the outside, probably nice and soft and juicy on the inside, so it's great. Works well. It works great.
You're a big softie.
Yeah, seedless.
Where's the heart? Oh, see? That's amazing.
Yeah, so
What a great start to this.
I've nailed it.
This is your first podcast.
This is my first podcast. Yeah.
And the only podcast you'll ever need.
Well, that's it. It's now my podcast.
You started at the top.
Who's
started
doing
at the top.
interviewing here?
Are we just signing over our deed to this podcast?
The deed is signed. Everything's been done.
It's now yours.
This will be the beginning of your podcast career too. Mate, you'll be fame and fortune to come.
You think this will be it?
Yeah.
I reckon this will be it too.
100%.
Well, next step is, I guess that guy, I think his name's Joe, but he's a little bit below us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't want to even bother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only talks to Mike Tyson and people like that. I don't want to get him.
Who? Mike who?
You guys have got Mel.
Yeah. We got Patrick.
This is the peak.
We've got Patrick.
Ah.
I'm actually going to title this episode Patrick.
Yes.
Oh no. You mean Thomas Lilly might be interested then? He might think it's about SpongeBob. He might listen to me for the first time in my life. He'll hear my voice. It'll be great.
Oh, well, we've kind of abandoned. We didn't, but we're going to come back to it.
Okay.
Now, you would have listened, because you've listened to every episode as an avid supporter of the podcast
Yes.
and listener, you know the first question.
21 words, who you are and what you do. We count the words and the sounds.
Okay. When do I start?
When I say go.
All right.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Go.
Patrick Agostino Tolone. I'm the owner of Reaper Strength Cartel. I am a strength athlete, strength coach.
Yeah, 5 words.
Oh, shit.
3 words.
That's a word.
That's a sound. You got 2 words.
That's all I got for you.
Well,
That's all I got.
I would have gone, you could have finished off with mad cunt.
Yeah, look, you can't self-proclaim that, can you? Yeah.
You can. It's
No.
literally the Australian way.
I've tried. I get shot down pretty quick.
Is that about when you hear the word Patrick?
That's about when I hear the word "get out." Yeah.
So, Reaper.
Hello.
Now, where did that come from?
Look, when I started, Reapers was a gym. That's how I started
Right.
it. So, Reaper Strength Cartel, I lived in a small town, Port Macquarie, and it's a small town. Like, the original name was going to be like Port City Strength or something. And I looked at that and I can't really branch out from Port Macquarie then.
Yeah.
I'm kind of limiting myself to a small town. And I kind of looked at what other people were doing and I looked at what am I? What do I want to represent? And I wanted something different. And different is kind of sums me up. You guys know I'm pretty outspoken. I say things how I say them. Probably doesn't come across the best. But I wanted to do something different. And I had a little group of, I guess, outcasts back home. And we made our own sort of little thing. And
Yep.
I think that I got the logo and I just went, you know what, this works. This kind of works for what I am, what Shell is, and what my little team was back there, and that's how it kind of started.
Sick.
When did that kick off?
2017, right at the end of 2017.
Yep.
I started buying stuff for the gym, and I went all out. I didn't just buy like a bar and a bench. I was like, you know, I'm going to drop some money.
Yes.
And I got everything I needed. Out the stones from 50 to 230 kilos.
Holy shit.
I got a mono, which we got off Steve Harris.
Yep.
3 bench presses, all the squat racks. I got 24 barbells.
Holy shit.
I got heaps. And it's great. I still own it all. Like, I've still got it all.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
At home or?
It's most of it's in a shipping container at my mother's house.
Yeah. Thanks,
yeah.
Mum.
Shout out, Mum.
Shout out, Jules. Don't hurt me, please. Yeah. But yeah, I rented a lot out though over COVID to PTs and stuff.
Yes.
So I'm still renting it out to a few guys back home in Port. My older brother, he wannabe lifter, has a son in his house.
Just calling your family out on this podcast.
Oh, if he listens, he's gonna love it. It's great. Yeah, it's great. When he can bench over 100, he can come talk to me.
Snap!
Yeah, it's great.
So you started off as a strongman.
I started off as a strongman. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
How did you go, from fucking motocross as a youngin' to strongman?
Look, I did a lot of sports. I did motocross for the majority of my life. I played football, like league.
Yeah.
A bit of basketball. And I think strongman happened, like I snapped my knee pretty badly.
Yeah, I can see the scar on
Yeah,
the
so
outside.
I've got 4 screws in my knee from a knee reco.
Coming off the bike?
No, playing footy. Coming off the bike, I got some stories.
Do we have time?
No, absolutely not, man. Like, I think I'm up around 25, 26 broken bones, 4 or 5 surgeries or something.
Shit.
And not all just riding bikes, man. I was pretty ruthless as a kid, but
Like just doing dumb shit?
not even dumb, just riding a skateboard. Like my older brother and me playing tug of war and shit, and snap my arm on a wall, and just heaps of fun stuff.
Tug of war?
Yeah.
And you snapped your arm on a wall?
Yeah, so I was like a real little kid. Mum's favourite story.
Shout out, Jules.
Shout out, Jules. Yeah, she tells everyone. He snapped his arm on this wall, because she still lives there. So, yeah, I don't remember it, but
You should go back now that, you're fucking strong as hell and sign it.
Yeah. Well, the house is about to get demolished, but I'm going to go home for that, and I'm putting the first hole in that wall. Let me tell you. Yeah. But to get the strongman was I did my knee, Rico, had that all done, and I was kind of lost.
Yeah.
And I'd seen a strongman comp in Port by one of the gyms.
Yeah.
And I actually walked past it, and I was like, look at these group of fucking homos. Like, look at this shit. Who the hell in their right mind wants to do that? And they didn't have the greatest people doing it. They were big fat dudes, and two guys which actually then introduced me to strongman were doing it, and they're pretty shredded, like under 90s dudes. One was the strongest under 80s in the Southern Hemisphere at the time.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't see them. I just seen the big fat dudes doing, literally, they were deadlifting 220, and I deadlifted 300 in a commercial gym. My first deadlift was 260.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand what I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, well, what the hell? What is this so special? And then literally a year later, I owned my strongman gym. But yeah, I walked into my commercial gym and seen, his name's Jared. Shout out Jared. Loopy dude, but shout out Jared. And he said, you've got to come try this strongman out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. So I went there. The gym it was a new gym. They were just opening up. And we tried out the stones for the first time. And I think I did like 140 stone the first time.
First go.
And I loved it. I was like, oh,
pick it up
this,
for that.
yeah.
How big were you?
I think I was like 110 kilos.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And you're not an old, like you're younger than me.
Like I'm 25, so
You were what, 22, 23?
20.
Get fucked.
Yeah, 20. When I first attempted it. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll do a comp. And then signed up for a comp in about 3 months, had no idea, didn't own a belt, didn't own nothing, competed in Nike Air Maxes.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it kept going. And I got third at this comp.
Really?
And somehow I qualified for Arnold's.
Did you even know what Arnold's was yet?
No. I thought it was a bodybuilding comp. Where the hell am I going to do a bodybuilding comp? I don't want to go to a bodybuilding comp. What the fuck is this shit? So anyway, I was trained up for Arnold's, going there, and
Wait, at what point did you realise that it's a strongman comp and not a bodybuilder?
oh, pretty quick.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like I didn't know I didn't know how big it was.
Yeah, right.
And I'd only really just been introduced to powerlifters too. I called them dirty 3 lifters. And, yeah, that's what I called powerlifters. And
33 lifters.
that's what I called this, yeah. And at that stage, I'd met Shell, and she'd introduced me to the powerlifting side of the world, and I started really doing my research. And then, I qualified for Arnold's. I started training. I bought myself my first belt.
Got a belt? Nice.
Got a belt, Harris belt. Didn't wear it until on the day.
On the date, nice.
And I think, the first event was yoke, and it was like 400 kilos, 20 meters, and 425 back. And I still had Nike Air Maxes on. I've got it all on footage, man. It's pretty bad. And I popped my knee out in the first event. And I'm a real competitive person. Like, I've learned to control it now, but I went off. Like, I went ballistic. I walked in the change room, started going nuts, didn't see anyone, and next thing you know, Brian Shaw's just staring at me. I'm
really?
Like, oh, shit. So anyway, he's looked at me.
That was 2015?
Yeah, 2017, that one.
Brian Shaw.
Yes.
2017, so yeah.
I remember that because he came out.
Yeah. And had a chat with him, went back out. There was log the next event.
Really?
Went okay. I think I got like maybe 8th or 10th or something in the log. Overhead's not my thing.
Were you still competing as a 110?
I was opens then.
So you're up against Brian?
Not against him, because they were the pro show. So I was in the heavyweight amateurs.
Yeah.
Because when I started Strongman, I was like, I'm going to compete as an under 105 guy. And that just didn't happen. Like,
fuck.
I
You're a big
just
dude.
blew up. I went to like I think I was 128 when I did Arnold's. So I went and did Arnold's. Yeah, the third event was a frame carry, 340 kilos.
Ooh.
And I got second to Eddie Williams. on that event
Yeah.
by, I think it was like 100th of a second. Then it was deadlifts. It went 340 on a frame deadlift, 320 axle, and 300 for reps.
Holy fuck.
Me and Coco come equal on that. We both got 5 reps on the 300.
Oh.
And then it was stones last, where me and Eddie come equal first on the stones. And ended up coming 5th for the day. And I was so angry. I was like, 5th is just not good enough.
Yeah.
No, not
Is that
okay.
just because you popped your knee on the first event?
Yeah, so I did
right.
did a bit of research a couple of years later. It was like last year. And I think if I'd got 5th or better, I probably would have...
End up in around the top 3.
could have won.
Oh, wow.
Like, possibility of it. Like,
Yep.
if I'd done a little bit better on the first 2... But I didn't know how good Arnold's was. I didn't know that coming 5th is like a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was mad.
Not just a local meet.
Yeah. Oh man, I was mad.
So were you coming first after the first day or over the...
So it's just a one day there.
Yeah.
So it's the same day that heavyweights are held at Pro Raw.
Yep.
But yeah, the first 2 events I went horribly, and then got first. So second equal first on the other 2 events, which strongman point wise, that's pretty good.
Yeah, fucking oath.
So yeah, that was that day for me. I was so mad. I got home, I threw my medal in the bin, and
Oh,
luckily Mum got that out for me. Shout out Jules.
thanks, Mum.
Thanks, Mum. And I still have that, so I've still got that. It's up here in Brisbane with me.
Sick.
You got to use that as a reminder.
Yeah, literally,
pushes you,
man.
eh?
Yeah, like, and I got to look at it, man. That's my first Arnold, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What was it
And
like chatting to Brian Short? What was his words
he's
of wisdom
awesome.
for you?
Didn't give me much. Didn't say much. Just said,
I
"Hey,
heard he's
man."
not much of a talker, but when he talks, it's quite...
Yeah,
profound.
he kind of just he knew I was young.
Yeah.
Said, "Oh man, how old are you? And what do you know?" And it was probably like 5-minute conversation.
Yeah.
It maybe shorter.
Yeah.
But it stuck with me a fair bit.
That's cool.
He said one thing to me was, "Oh man, I wasn't doing it this young and doing what you're doing," and I think that kind of stuck with me a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then after Arnold's, it kind of went spiraling downhill really badly for me. Really badly. Yeah. So that was fun.
Spiraling in like terms...
I did one other comp, ASA Nationals up here in Gold Coast.
Oh, yep.
And I come second there.
Ooh.
Yeah, all because I was winning the whole day. Won 4 out of 5 events, and the 5th event I zeroed, and only the one guy actually got a point on it, and he ended up winning the day.
Oh, what was it?
It was an overhead medley, and it was like an axle. The first thing in the medley was a 120 kilo axle clean and press. So technically, I should have got it. But we didn't get the opportunity to warm up. Not that I should use it as an excuse, because no one did. But old mate was just a big brute and just went, "Oh yeah, sweet, no worries."
Yeah. Right.
And after that, I qualified for Australia's Strongest Man in 2017, the year that Eddie Williams first won.
Ooh.
And 2 weeks out, I had a car crash at work and had to have shoulder surgery.
Fuck.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Another surgery to the list?
That was a pretty big one for me. And that took a really big toll on me
Yeah.
mentally.
And shoulder surgery, like, it's quite intricate. You're looking at 12
Yeah.
months back to a platform.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Yeah, like I had a stabilization. I think I was like maybe 8 of those little sutures they put in there.
Fuck.
It was all keyhole, which was lucky.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a blessing and not a blessing at the same time, because I started to learn I wanted to be a coach then. I'd taken people to a comp where their coach hadn't turned up, and I handled them, and I naturally just did a good job at it. And I was like, oh, I actually really like this.
Yep.
I want to do this. So that's where I got my time to learn a bit and started coaching and
Yep.
doing my thing. And
this is in strongman, or you start dabbling a bit of powerlifting?
both.
Yeah,
both.
cool.
Yeah, it's weird because as a strongman, I mainly coach powerlifters. Like I
Yeah.
really don't coach a lot of strongman. Even back home, I think I coached 2 or 3 strongman, and the other 20 or so were powerlifters.
Yeah, right.
So, which was interesting.
But a lot of like the strongman training, I guess, is based around, you know, moving heavy things, but
Yeah.
you have specific events and you can't really train them to know what comp you're doing, from my understanding.
That's right. And
Yeah.
I think I take a bit of a different approach with it too. I base my strongman guys in their off season heavily around powerlifting
Yeah.
because I've seen what it did for me.
Yeah.
And what it did for me was I didn't train stones for 9 months, and I did a 30 kilo stone PB.
Yeah.
Like,
That works.
it works. You know,
Yeah.
if you can squat, bench, and deadlift,
works.
you can probably do an out the stone really well.
Yeah.
If you can deadlift, you can probably do a silver dollar really well. Like, a deadlift's a deadlift, no matter what variation you're doing. So,
And you're quite strong in the deadlift.
I'm okay.
How much did you silver dollar the other week? Or the other day? Yesterday?
Look, as Will Cros calls it, it's a nothing lift. So thank you, Will.
Shout out, Will.
Shout out, Will. Yeah, he doesn't need a shout out.
Will who?
Will, yeah, everyone knows who Will is. It was 460.9.
0.9?
0.9. Yeah.
Fuck, I would just put another 100 grams of something on there.
Yeah. Look, it was an experience.
That's
But
fucking huge.
honestly, I don't feel sore from it. It's kind of just like, I don't know. It's kind of a bit of a dick pull.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I have a respect for anyone who can pull 460 off the floor, because
Yeah.
locking that shit out is heavy.
Fucking
So whoever can pull that shit off the floor is probably not human. But
Yeah.
Only a few people in strongman have done it, haven't they?
or in the world, like
Yeah.
strongman, powerlifters, whatever, anyone. Like,
I don't know if powerlifters ever pulled that from the floor.
nah, there'd be a few coming close. I think. Like, there's those freaks. Like Jamal Gray's a freak.
Jamal,
Yuri's a freak.
Yuri, and what's his name? Dr. Deadlift.
I don't know his actual name.
Yeah, that,
Is he hasn't done 460, has he?
no, but I'm trying to think of his actual name now.
Yeah, but there's a few freaks.
Yeah.
There.
I reckon we'll see it come. I think Yuri could be the first.
I think it'll happen, and it's
I think
You
like-
pulled 440 or something the
Yeah.
other week in a 3 lift.
in
or
like
whatever.
14 minutes or something too.
Yeah.
Warmed up, 14-minute warm up.
How'd you get?
What type of whippet does that?
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking hell.
And it still looks like reasonably effortless.
They
for that
look
guy.
the same.
It's bullshit.
That's why he's so good though. Everything from like an empty bar or 70
Yeah.
to 440 looks exactly the same.
Well, you would have seen him at Big Dogs, like at the back.
Yeah, he was.
That was incredible. Like,
Fucking oath.
Like, he's a robot.
Yep.
Like, he's not human.
Yeah.
But incredible. Like, just he wrapping himself, and the way he did everything it really puts it into perspective. Is okay. What does it take?
Yeah. I thought it was absolutely badass that he wrapped himself,
Oh,
and he
incredible.
it was pretty ballsy because he knew he could have a chance at taking top
Oh, yeah.
3. So his opening attempt was pretty ballsy.
Oh yeah.
I think it was like 420, 440.
His deadlift.
Squat.
Yeah, I can't remember his squat. I know he had his deadlift at 435 and dropped it right down to 415.
Yeah, right.
As his opener. I think
Right
that was a bit
down.
of a mind game.
Yeah.
For the big boys.
Just to fuck with them.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever
Because
too,
I
isn't it?
remember watching it and going, wow, what? And then right at the last second it dropped down. It was still like the biggest deadlift there. But
Well, that forces all the big guys to start thinking they need to push a bit harder on everything else,
that's
right?
And he knows, like, being a little guy, like, he can.
But he held his own at 110.
Oh, it's
Not
a
even
freak.
110, 106.
Yeah, he's a freak.
That's fucked.
freak.
I remember my favourite memory about that Big Dogs though was because Kerry and Boyce was competing and Luke Polly went down to handle him, and we were probably about 4 or 5 weeks out going to Russia at that time.
Oh, Russia.
And then Luke was telling Yuri that, but you could kind of see that Yuri had no idea what Luke was saying. And I was just watching this interaction. I'm like, and Luke trying, and everyone here knows Luke Polly, and I was just like, this is the best thing I've
Did
seen.
Yuri just look and nod?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, oh, yes. I can't do a Russian.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I liked the part where, I don't know if you would have been there, because I was obviously with Michelle, so
I'm gonna upgrade your mic a
you
little
can upgrade me, man. You do what you need to do.
You're going to pull on his cord.
Oh, he's done that several times too.
bit. I will be so proud of me right now.
You handled
But
it
he,
well.
Sorry.
so Marcus was talking to all the Wildcats, and I just remember him yelling, "Girls, whatever you do not hug Yuri.
Yeah.
Do not fucking touch him." And I'm like, what has happened? I think one of the girls got really excited, and he was like, in his Russian lingo, "Get the fuck off me." I don't know who it was, but I just remember clear as day, Marcus, "Girls, whatever you do, don't touch him.
Yeah.
Get a photo with him after." And I'm like,
Someone's done something.
someone's ticked him off.
Mel walked straight over. Hey!
Yeah. That was great though. Like, that was a cool experience being behind closed doors at Big Dogs. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably like, that was a little bit different to most. The first Big Dogs was intense.
yeah, I can imagine the first one would have been.
That was because I remember, I was 22 at the time, walked out.
So last year.
27.
Oh, you are old.
Yeah, I know. I'm older than you.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm older than both of you.
Yeah, do you know how old Johnny is?
Oh, God. I get this wrong all the time.
Have a guess.
You're 33.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, very nice.
He's 38.
Oh, look, that's all right.
I'll take 33.
That's okay.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Mel said.
But
Yeah, Mel
the first
said,
big
This
dogs.
is my podcast. He's 33, God damn it.
The first big dogs, Eric Lillybridge and Chad Wesley Smith, were going off
yeah.
at each other at the back.
Oh, that would have been nice.
It was fucking
Yeah.
because Eric, I think he's calmed down a bit since then, and he had his old man out there, and they had the whole end mono to themselves. I think Andre Milanachev jumped in towards the end, but it was the first big dogs, and Marcos came out the back saying there's no timer present or something, and
Yeah.
you have a minute, whatever it was, and Chad kind of was like, well, it's powerlifting. There should be a timer. You're supposed to have 1 minute to hand in your attempts, and talking about to use it as strategy and stuff. And they were kind of going back and forth, and it got a bit more heated. And then Eric Lillybridge just turned around because it was literally, people watching. If Mel's in the chair, if you flip Mel around, Eric was just facing complete opposite direction in his own zone. And Eric just turns around and goes, "What does it matter? You're not going to podium anyway."
Oh!
Bro, it was fucking oh.
Yeah, nice.
It was fucking savage.
That's the type of shit that
And then
I
Eric
like.
bombed.
And then Eric bombed.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. And it was fucking tense. So I think it was all the Australian blokes just stayed down on one end of the mono, and
Yeah, well,
it was a good comp. And then the second one was a lot, Dan Bell came out, because that's the one I think you came down for.
yes, Dan Bell was there.
Dan Bell was there, and he was a fucking character at the back. I remember, because that's the three-way tie year
I believe so.
for third place.
Yes.
Yes, and Eric Lillybridge, I've never seen. It was like watching a bunch of kids come for the final deadlift. Eric Lillybridge running out of the back going, "Bro, it's all tight. We're all on the same number." And it was just like watching kids in a fucking sandpit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Dan Bell is just a larrikin. Everyone else is warming up for fucking deadlifts. He's out the front with Spiros on the couch, having a coffee. And we're like, dude, you need to warm up.
Look at him now, world record holder.
Yeah,
Does
all-time
what he
world
wants.
record.
Go sit in the couch, drink coffee.
Yeah,
Fuck, we've been doing it wrong.
We have.
we've been trying to do this thing right, and he's just like, whatever.
Well, look, I'm just going to take a quick jab at Johnny here, but you're doing it wrong anyway.
Hey.
You're in those single-player things, man.
Hey.
That's strongman.
Hey, I do.
Oh.
That's strongman, bro.
I do that for a bit of fun. It's good
Yeah,
times.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It's kind
Wow.
of. I know. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm a strongman, at heart, and I don't even wear them. Come on.
We need
I
a
know.
big suit for
Although
you.
you are, for someone quite dense, you obviously take it off every now and then because you do
I
something.
wear it for a giggle, just to reminisce about the glory days.
The glory days.
Yeah.
All right. No worries.
Back
Have you
when that's
seen
all
them?
there was.
Yeah, you got to remember, he's been around a lot longer than us.
Yeah, you are old.
when I
33.
first started at 30, because I'm 33 now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All there was equip lifting. I remember doing my first comp, and the coach at the time
You know
was
about
like,
your
"Oh yeah,
Air Maxes?
Yeah,
deadlift
okay.
comp's coming up.
We've got to get that photo of you
Here's
and
a
the
squat
runners.
suit. Here's a deadlift suit." I said, "Oh, he goes, yeah, just put it on. We're going to use that at the comp."
I'm glad I'm learning this today because, man, I thought it was something new for you, and I'm like, oh, bro, come on.
No.
Don't do this to me.
Bro, you should see the fucking garage photo of the squat suit and the New Balances.
Yeah,
Balances.
yeah. Volleys and
Volley.
a red deadlift suit at the Regatta Hotel.
Okay.
Back in
Okay.
2007 or something. I would have been 19, of course, then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youngin.
Yeah.
Youngin. Whip it.
It was a weird time to powerlift because that's all, you didn't know anything else. That was lifting.
Yeah, well,
Well, even then, Raw was still pretty...
Didn't
new.
exist.
Well,
You'd go to nationals, everyone was equipped.
yeah, fuck.
yeah. See, this is new to me.
Yeah, it was
See, I don't know.
strange.
Well, it's because you're so young.
Well, that's right. And to me, my mindset starting was I don't need a belt. I'm not a pussy. What are you talking about?
And then you understand what a belt does.
Now I know what a belt does.
Yeah, you're like, I want a belt.
Give me the goddamn belt.
Might take a belt now, thanks.
Yeah, and you know what? I've only just upgraded from my loaded lifting 10 mil
Oh, really? Wow.
to just upgraded
What do you got now?
an SBD.
Ooh.
You had a loaded
You are
lifting
fancy.
10 mil.
I did.
For how long?
So the Harris one lasted a good 6 months. So, 2017 to literally probably 2 months ago,
Wow.
maybe 3 months.
You totaled 900 using that belt.
I totaled 900 using that belt. Yeah.
That's like going from a fucking Toyota Corolla
you're in a Ferrari
to a
now.
Ferrari.
Well, I agree. It's changed my life.
Did you put it on and just be like, What the fuck was I doing for so long?
When I squatted, yes. I was like, well, no wonder. No wonder you suck.
Yeah, just total 900.
We're not going to bring up that total. I'm not happy about it. Okay.
It wasn't your best day, was it?
No, it wasn't a good day. 5 out of 9 wasn't a good day. Although,
What do you think you
did-
could have got, bro? If everything goes your way.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't know. Because originally, I'd only pulled 365 in the gym, and Gus wanted me to open on 330. I'm like, I am not opening on 330. You will put me at 350 at least. Because I was like, man, if I'm deadlifting, I'm deadlifting.
Yeah.
We're going for it. But yeah, I honestly don't know. I think in a perfect world, I would have liked a 350 squat, but I look at it now and I go, nah, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Bench would have been nice if I'd got over 200.
Yep.
Like I had a few other times. And in deadlift, I just went for it. Like I missed the 385 on my last attempt.
Oh, yeah.
You pulled 375 from memory?
I did, yeah. Yeah, like one of those stiff-legged deadlifts.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's horrible. Yeah.
You've come a long way, we'll say.
Oh, I've gone back to my old way, and it works way
Oh,
better.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yes, I get where that segue, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Thank you, Jason.
yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Outstanding. Is the deadlift your favourite, bro? Like when you're doing the dirty 3 lift?
That's right.
I'm actually starting to really enjoy squats now. Now I'm getting better at them.
You start to like them more.
I am enjoying them.
Yeah.
I really, I used to go in the mindset of, I hate these. Like, these do not work for me. I suck at them. I don't want to do them. And I think since working with Thomas, he's kind of, every week he gives me something to work on. I think it gives me more drive to train. And now that they're finally starting to come together,
Yep.
I'm enjoying them more.
Yes, sick.
Did you find you were telling yourself you were enjoying them? That kind of helps because I was the same.
No, I just found I started to like them. Like I had a few good sessions in a row.
Yeah.
And that helped.
So once you got the momentum of it.
Yeah, that's literally, once I got the momentum, it started happening for me. And now I'm actually really enjoying them. Deadlifts are always deadlifts. Like I can deadlift on a bad day, and I know I can probably still, like, without sounding like a dick, I know on a bad day I can probably pull 350 okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
And I would back you to do that any
yeah.
day.
So, you know, I know I can deadlift.
We could load
yeah.
350 now if you wanted.
Oh, absolutely. Please no. Please no. It'll be like old days. I got my Air Maxes on.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Just take it back.
Yeah.
Air Max days.
Oh.
Damn.
But you got more. Are you going to stick with powerlifting for a little bit more? And
Look, it's hard because my original goal was I want to get my 1,000 kilo total and win Australia's Strongest Man the same year.
fuck.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is a big goal. It's tough. But I also really enjoy, like I love my strongman, but it's really tough on your body.
Yeah.
Like it's gnarly. It's a hard thing to put yourself through week in, week out. And I think the more I learn about powerlifting, the more I enjoy the technicalities of it. Because strongman, if you want to make it technical, which is what I'm trying to do with my guys, is give them a better mindset around lifting a stone. It's not just pick the shit up and bulge 20 disc while you're at it, because it's just not going to work.
Shouldn't laugh, but we have all seen those ones.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people think of strongman. They think it's just these big brutes throwing shit around. And I'm trying to, for my guys in particular, and I'm not an educator, like it's not what I am, but as a coach, I'm trying to bridge the gap between smart training as a strongman, which you learn from powerlifting. If you're pretty technically sufficient at doing a squat, there's things you can take away from that in strongman. Like learning to control your scaps in a bench is going to help you log press.
Yeah.
You're going to understand what you need to keep tight. If you can breathe and brace properly under a squat, well, when you get under a yoke, you're going to have a better chance of not snapping in half. Like, it's just how it is. And the mindset around the training too. You're not just picking shit up and putting it down and making it look and yelling and screaming, because I hate yelling and screaming. It's like my pet hate. It's particularly when they're like mid squat.
Yeah.
Like, shut your fucking mouth. You're letting all your air out.
Yeah, I've never understood that.
Yeah, what are you
I'm
trying
all
to...
bit like-
yeah. Like, so hype yourself up, go for it.
Yeah.
But like mid deadlift or mid squat, shut the hell up, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like I don't understand mid reps. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy to headbang a rack and go at it.
Oh yeah. No, go for your life. Like,
But I just yeah, as you said, you're letting your air out.
yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah. Then I did it recently by accident. I was double 330 squat. And midway up, I just I watched the video and I'm like, oh my God, what is that?
I did it.
I was so mad, so mad.
Just take yourself out the back, have a quick word.
No, well, that was more than a quick word, let me tell you. It was a stern talking to.
Real look in the mirror.
Yeah, and you know what? It is what it is. I know I did it. I publicly shame myself.
You've
It's
owned
okay.
it.
It's all good.
Love it.
But yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, as a coach with my strongman guys in particular, I'm really trying to bridge that gap between just go and pick shit up and put it down.
Yeah.
There is a time to do that. Like, absolutely. There's a time to go out there and just be a brute.
And that's at comp.
And it is. It's that comp.
But
and
by
it's-
then, you should have done all the work so that
yeah,
the
it's-
technicalities become second nature and you
it's
just execute.
just like powerlifting.
Yeah.
The more reps you do that are perfect, when it comes time to do a 1RM, yeah, it's never going to be perfect. That's the whole point of a 1RM. But the risk of injury is eliminated by doing better, perfect reps
Yeah.
in a gym. So that's how I I take my approach now. And that's due to powerlifting.
Yeah.
Due to that intricacies of learning a bench, how to squat. And man, learning to squat for me has not been easy. Like, it's been a good 2 years of really trying. And I'm lucky, like I have got brute strength. So I can fall back on that. But it's not,
But
I'm
that,
trying
you
to
know
be-
that's not going to get you to that 1,000 kilo.
No, it's not. And I'm trying to be a coach too.
Yeah.
You got to practice what you preach. So
It's a fucking big fucking goal, though, and that's exciting.
yeah, look, it is a big goal, and I'm pretty realistic. Like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to kick myself. Like, it's a massive goal.
That's fucking
Like-
sick, though.
Does that mean for your own training, you've still got to keep a bit of strongman work in there at the
I
moment?
don't.
Or
I
you
don't.
just-
My idea of it is I know how to do an Atlas stone.
Yep.
So the skill is always going to be there. It's just have to train up for things. I mean, I didn't when I did the 230. I did that because Pro Raw was canned. And I was going to try 400 deadlift. And all my boys were maxing out stones. I was like, oh, you know what? I've been staring at this 230 stone for 4 years. I've had
do it.
enough.
Yeah.
Had enough. And lo and behold, it happened. But
Had you ever attempted it before?
absolutely not. No. Every time I went to attempt it, I got hurt.
Fuck.
Not by even lifting it, like just other little things, like when I snapped my bicep off the bone. And
Well, what's a nice scar?
yeah, that was deadlifting 300.
Damn.
Ooh.
2 weeks after opening my gym.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's great. But you know what? Another blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I got to open my gym. I got to make it run. I got to make it work smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously a lot of people know a bit of my story is why I moved up here to Brisbane was due to my addiction and rehab. So that for me has opened my eyes up to a lot of things, especially mindset around lifting and how I attack things.
Yeah. Because you started lifting after your addiction?
No.
Or like during?
During.
Yeah.
So it actually kind of happened where I haven't really talked about it too much, but when I did my shoulder and the shoulder surgery, that wrecked me pretty bad. And Michelle won't know this, so this will be new for her, but I sat at home every day for 6 weeks and literally was feeding myself, full of drugs.
Yeah.
Did a really good job of hiding that for two and a half years. Lived with my family, lived with Michelle, and no idea. So
Wow.
I did comps as an addict. I did one comp. I did lots of things, like a lot of bad things, a lot of good things. But ultimately, now my training is, and why I have my big goals is, I hopefully can help someone else. Hopefully, I can help someone else, but in my own way.
Yep.
You can't go and tell someone that it's going to be better and that it's going to be better for them.
Yeah.
You have to give someone some hope, I think. And that's
You
how
gotta
I
give
look at
them-
it.
You got to give them hope and then the tools.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, and I believe addiction, the way to get out of it is by someone needs to help you, but they need to know what you're going through.
Yeah. Yeah. To a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think it varies per person. Like my aspect of how I am going through my recovery is very different to someone else. Like I went to rehab, yeah, cool. I did 30 days in there, I signed up for 90, did 30 because I was going to absolutely lose my mind in there. And I come straight out of rehab, and the day after I back spotted at a novice powerlifting comp. And I was straight back in it. I was straight back in the mix. But I moved right up here, which was change of environment, meeting new people, and powerlifting and lifting up in general up here is just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I can go train.
Yep.
If I want to go, if I'm in Chermside now, I can go to Valhalla.
And everyone's super welcoming too,
welcoming,
which I love.
Like, everyone is. And look, I know I'm a pretty outspoken dude. I know I'm pretty, like, straightforward. You know, I don't hide my emotions. Like, if I'm fucking saying something, I'm saying it. And probably not the best delivery at the best of times, but I mean it well. Well, most of the time I mean well. Most of the time. But I think bridging it for me was, competing. You know, showdown for me was really emotional. I didn't really show it, but that was pretty big for me.
There's a fucking dope photo of you, like
after deadlift,
yeah, at that deadlift where you're just fucking screaming at the crowd, and it's probably one of the most.
For me, like, to someone looking outside that didn't know, they probably don't understand what that was for me.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I mean, I get teared up thinking about the day I get 1,000 or when I deadlift for 400, because it just means so much to me. Even though I try not to have that aspect of 400 as a number, like, I try not to look at it as this great big milestone, because, you know, it can break people that way. But I think for me, it's like, man, that is something I set my mind to.
Yep.
Whether I did this 395 or 405 or whatever it is I have to do to get close. But I think, I think I'll probably tear up. I think about it makes me pretty, like, really pushes me along.
And that's purely because of where you've come from.
Where I've come from, yeah.
Now, in the addiction, like, you've hit it for 2 years, like, as you said before, sorry, you hit it from your family, your partner for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
It's a long fucking time.
Yeah, it was a long time.
What was the point where you're like, I can't do this anymore?
Well, it became evident.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I started going a little bit loopy. I started not turning up to my work. I started not turning up to my gym. I lost about 40 kilos in weight.
Whoa,
Yeah,
what'd you weigh?
I was around 110 when which, like, it's still pretty big, but that for me is like, I look like a skexy.
Yeah.
So, and I come down from, when I was healthy, I was like 155.
Fuck. That's a big drop.
Yeah, and that happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's when it really went downhill for me. And that's when things went pretty...
Was that when it became obvious to your family as well? But
well, you
for
see,
you...
for me, like, my partner, yeah. For my family, no.
Yeah.
I lived under their roof for 6 months before rehab, and they had no idea.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I sat mum down and said, look, I need to go to rehab.
Yeah. And that was your decision?
Yeah, look, I had been told by Michelle that I needed help. And, as you do when you're going through addiction or whatever, or we're stubborn males, right? I don't fucking need help, man. I can do this shit myself. And I knew I couldn't do it. Yeah. Like, I honestly believe, man, I was 2 weeks away from death or jail.
Wow. What an unreal partner, bro.
Yeah. And look, man, like, she's great. I haven't always been the best partner for her, and I know that, and I always face my shit. To this day, I still make mistakes. We're human. But, mate, like, behind every male, there's someone there. Female, if you're Brandon, it's a male.
Multiple males.
Multiple males.
You're one of them.
I am. But, I generally believe, with her, it made my life a hell of a lot easy. I honestly believe if I didn't do what I did, I'd be dead or I'd be in jail. Which is pretty hectic to hear, and it's probably a pretty common thing people say.
Yep.
But not many people actually knew the state I was in, other than literally her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a big thing for her to see me training as well and doing what I'm doing now, having my business.
So proud and so stoked.
Yeah, and my mother is too, and having my business. Like, my business is the best it's ever been. I don't even have a gym.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just coaching now.
Yeah.
But it's got to be great. Like, I've seen obviously yourself handle Shell at comps, and you guys work so well together.
Yeah, and
you complement each other, and you fucking back each other and everything.
Yeah, and look, man, it's as I said, I've put her through some hell, man. She's one hell of a woman.
And strong. Let's just shout that out real quick.
Yeah, she's getting real strong at the moment. I watch what I say at home, man. Oh, damn.
It's a safe space.
Yeah, it is. It is right now. It is right now. Yeah, not until it comes out. Then I'm stuffed. When she listens to it, she's in a truck.
No, you've given her so many, like...
Yeah, I know, but like, you never know.
It was a big decision to move up here, or was it a
pretty
no-brainer
easy, to be honest? It's pretty easy. And look, obviously everyone knows I went to Lifters League when I first came out.
Yep.
Didn't end well, but I will still be thankful for the opportunity they gave me to give me a place to come and work straight out of that. So yeah, it might not have ended well, but I'm still very thankful for the opportunity they gave me, and I got to meet people up here, such as Brandon, yourself, who otherwise I probably would have showed myself off to. So it's given me a lot of opportunities being up here, meeting people like Luke. You know, Luke's awesome. I don't talk to Luke a lot, but when I see him, he's always lovely, always nice. Bits of advice and just everyone you meet up here. It's a really good environment. You know, I get to train with Will Cross. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, fucking hell.
You know, it's pretty cool. And you don't even bat an eyelid now. Like, you go train with him, I'm like, you train with Will, he's just doing his thing. There you go, look, 390 deadlift, sweet. Yeah. No worries, don't worry about it. I'll just go home and cry. Can't wait.
As we all do.
Yeah, literally, as we all do. And, you know, training with Sarah Rainbow, like, she's obviously at the gym I'm at now, still in Stone.
You got a strong crew there.
We've got a strong crew, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. A lot of strong girls, and it breaks your ego every day.
Fucking oath.
Fuck, it would.
Like, watching Sarah deadlift and squat and bench and... You know, every time you get like a new person work for that gym, I have to make them aware, especially young males. I'm like, look, man, like, don't come in here with an ego because
You'll get smacked.
Like, these girls will wreck your day. They will wreck your day, man.
Well, you just had another, Cody Brown just did another 200 squat.
200 squat, 200 deadlift yesterday.
And she benched 100?
Benched 100.
That's 500 kilo total right there.
Yeah, and look, man, she's only 1 year in.
Fuck.
Just over a year in.
That's...
Yeah. And she's, man, like, funny story with Cody. See, I trained her friend that she worked with, Ryan Ackerman, who's a PT.
Yeah.
Ryan Viking, right? He lived in Port with me, and I coached him to his first comp at Sydney Cup GPC. And he actually moved up here, and when he come home and was like, oh, Michelle, Cody's your biggest fan, and sent her a selfie of, like, Michelle and Ryan together. And I was like, show me this Cody girl. And he showed me, and I'm like, she needs to powerlift.
Yeah.
I hadn't even met her. I was still in Port. She needs to be my Reaper. Tell her now.
Yeah.
I want her. Anyway, she dabbled the idea of it. And when we finally moved up here, she started and she did her first comp showdown. And she had no idea. So I was obviously at Lifters League. Sarah was warming up. They was competing together. Now they're like besties. And I was like, just warm up with Sarah. I'll help you. Like, she had a handler, Nicholas, there. And she warmed up to Sarah and was like, wow. And now look at her. Yeah. So
Great. She's got...
so much potential, man. So much potential. How crazy are the women right now? Man.
Yeah, I kind of hate it. Like, I'm just going to stop,
My ego, like, I know, like, I'm bigger and I lift more, but, like, it's so impressive.
Like, we were very privileged this week to watch Lily Riley squat 210.
Which is also, like...
With one kidney.
With one
kidney.
Yeah.
Which is also, like, incredible.
Yeah.
Like, that's another story. I talk about my story, but hers again, Christie's,
Christy.
like, people like
Can
that.
we just... Sorry.
Yeah.
Christie's a... Like... You have outliers and, like, again, you know, I look at her and Lily as just complete outliers.
Yeah.
So Christy, for those who don't know, has a brain tumour on her left side, cerebellum, if I'm not...
I believe, I don't... You probably know a bit more of the names than me, but I know that she has...
She has a small tumour on the left side, which affects her balance on the right.
Yes.
Wow.
And she
can't walk when she's in knee wraps.
Yes.
And, like, she squatted 180?
180 at the gym, 175 at the comp. So I played pretty safe with her at comp.
100%.
Yeah. And
First.
Christy is... Look, I love her to death. Love Christy so much. She argues with me like she's my sister.
It is. They do. I've been there when it happens.
Oh man, it's great. Like, if you ever want to see me like not control my emotions, she knows. But at the end of the day, me and her, we talk it out and we sort it out and we come up with a solution.
Yeah.
And God love her. Like I told her when I first met her, like, you can do anything. You beat cancer. You beat a tumor. You can do anything you want. And she gets mad at me because she wants to do certain things, like a log press.
Yeah.
Which she's going to hate me for saying this.
She listens too.
Well, no.
She loves Johnny.
Yeah. Well, look, she's going to be so mad.
She was trying to do her deadlift comp. I think she was trying to convince you to let her do it too.
Yeah, she was. But she just crossed a goddamn finger.
Yeah. I think it was only days afterwards.
Literally. So last week she had a bit of a niggle on her shoulder. God love, like she's gonna be so mad. Oh shit! But she was having a shoulder niggle and she could hardly overhead press a 10-kilo dumbbell. I'm like,
Just
okay,
use a log.
that's what she did. Okay, but I wasn't there. Thursday's my day off. I don't go in. Okay.
You were there this Thursday?
I was there because there was a special event going on, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. But Thursday night, she sent me a video. She was struggling with bench a little bit. And I said, I'll just drop the weight, make sure you get your reps. Now, she thought I meant AMRAP 70 kilos. So she goes, oh, did you mean AMRAP? I'm like, no. And no, you should not have done that. And then about an hour or so later, she goes, well, I'm already in trouble. I did log tonight too. And I'm like, who the fuck taught you log? And I was so mad. And then it was just this great big blow up. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, you got home, you're safe, you're not injured.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's like, you feel like, you tell me I can't do things. I'm like, no, it's not, you can't do it. It's like, it's not the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Just not for now.
just not, yeah. Like, let me get you to walk on reps first.
Yeah.
Let's hit these smaller milestones first.
And that's not like, not just saying that, Chris, but that's something I think you run into with so many novice lifters.
Novice lifters, man. And it's not just Christy.
Yeah,
It's
especially when they know they're strong too.
Yeah. And that was the thing with Christy.
Well, not that I'm saying Christy knows she's strong, because I know
she does no idea.
she has no idea what potential she has.
No idea.
But it's that obstacle. It's like, I want to do this now. It's like, no.
Yeah.
That's not so much it's not in the plan, but it's like, if you want this, you have to sacrifice your ego now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You're going to have to get this. Like, trust me, this isn't my first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or sometimes I would now say that's like, yeah, you're right, this is my first day, you know better.
Yeah, and that's probably the biggest, like, not just with Christy, and I had to explain that to her. She thought I was having a go at her. I said, no, this is not just you. Like, this is just everyone. I said, but because I actually give a shit, this is why I get so rolled up. If I didn't give a shit, I'd be like, hey, whatever.
Yeah, fuck your shoulder.
But I look at it like this, I look at it like this. Coaching's all I do. It's all I want to do. I've done other stuff, man. I've worked on the roads. I've done welding. I don't want to do it. I want to coach. It brings me great joy doing that. Same probably for you and probably for you, right? That is what I want to do. So if one of my lifters gets injured, whether it's off program or on program, it still reflects badly on your coaching. Like it does. And I'm up and coming coach, man. I'm not like Epic. I'm not like Zero. I'm still getting my name out there. So if one of my lifters get hurt, it's a reflection of me, right? Whether it's on program or not. So that's how I explained it. And then everyone was kind of like, okay, we get it.
And again, it just comes back from how much you give a shit.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. Like, if I didn't give a shit,
and it also holds, as we've discussed on this podcast, like, you have this strong desire to help someone in your way, and your tool is coaching.
Yeah.
And to impart that knowledge. So it means a lot more than just, oh, here's your fucking program. I'll see you on the day.
Yeah.
We check in weekly, daily, and obviously Christy's probably even more so, because if Christy, you're going to come on this podcast and talk about your story, but
that's probably the best way, because there's a lot there.
There's a lot, and she's an inspirational human.
She is, and she doesn't realise she's so much stronger than what she thinks. And I don't know if you met Christy, didn't you? Like, she's awesome. She's like my biggest headache, but my favourite headache. When you wake up.
I was your favourite headache.
No, you're not even a headache. You're just like that little thing that just makes me happy in the morning.
There you go. That happy
I
pill.
wake up and I see an epic thing. I'm like, oh, yeah. Epic.
Give you that tingle in the DM.
I'm those happy pills.
I almost broke your chair. Okay, I heard a crack.
Look, we
It's
kind
a
of
hardy
expected
chair.
you to break the chair.
Okay, this is stitch up. All right, okay, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
You're a funny guy.
It's going to make a good video for later.
Oh,
Yeah, the clip was, it's just
As you go down.
just a pole going up. Why are you walking funny? Oh, just nothing happened.
But yes, women are very strong right now.
They are, and it's
Ridiculous.
It's scary. It scares the life out of me.
Oh man, it's just
I think it's fucking sick.
Oh,
to
it's
watch.
great. It's awesome.
it's great to watch.
It's
but
the only female sport that I'm actually interested in. Really. Like, I don't want to watch girls play soccer. I don't want to watch that. I want to see them lift heavy shit.
it's cool.
It
Really
is cool.
fucking heavy shit.
I like it when people they look masculine, and it's like, you don't.
Yeah, you see, that's just, once they're around it more though.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't feel like,
Nah.
I don't think you look masculine.
No,
I think
I
there's
agree.
you can still look feminine and do this
Oh,
sport
there's
and
obviously
be muscular.
Yeah, look, there's obviously a line, but that's their call too.
Yeah.
That's their call. If that's what they want to do, go for it. Who am I to stop you?
Fuck no.
Go for it. Do what you want.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
What do you reckon next year, bro? Or maybe next year or the year after, you go for your 1,000 total. You're sitting on a subtotal of 605. So you go 395 for the 1,000, or do you pull the 4?
You pull the 4
and go glory.
I'm an arsehole. I'd go the 4. I would. Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I would leave it to Thomas though.
Yeah.
Look, I think I'm a pretty good athlete like that.
Yep.
Like sometimes I go off program, but most of the time I'll message Thomas.
Yeah, awesome.
Most of the time. Most of the time. But I do. Like, I like to make sure, because as a coach, I want my guys to do the same.
Sets a good example.
Yeah, I want and not that they see my conversations with Thomas, but
But would you really pull 395 if he said it?
I'd be pretty upset. But I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it flew up, I'd be like really upset.
Then you'd be upset.
What about this?
Yeah, it's the third attempt, so you don't get another one.
But that would be a record at some sort. Would you take 4th?
I think it'd be a GPC record.
It would be some fucking record. There's no one.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really about records. I'm really not. Like, they're cool.
Yeah, but 100%. But I'm just saying, because like you could claim it as that to pull it.
Yeah. Oh. I think I'd have to be in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. And look,
if you're deadlift, okay. So I want to continue on with this because this is actually really exciting. 380 is your second attempt.
Okay.
Moves like nothing. Empty
Okay.
barbell.
Okay.
Thomas calls 395. What are you gonna say?
Shit. Okay. Did you really argue with Thomas?
I feel like you do.
Nah, you can't. You can't. He's too smart. He'll say something and I'm going to sit there and I get more mad because I can't understand it. Have you ever seen some of Thomas's feedback to like his lifts? You know what I call it? It's like a vegan sandwich.
Sandwich.
You know the best part about a vegan sandwich is the bun. Okay, so it starts off nice. Hey man, these squats look really good. Then you've got the shit in the middle. But you could do this, and this. But man, good job, keep it up. Yeah.
A vegan sandwich.
Yeah. I could
He's building you up, he's bringing you down, and he's finishing you off nice.
It is, and it's a backward compliment.
Yeah.
Hey man, great squats this week, but if you could just do this, and this a bit better.
It'd be a good squat.
Yeah, but good work, man. Keep it up. Okay, but what am I keeping up? The shit squat or the stuff you don't want me to do? If I keep it up, I'm going to get the same blasting next week. God damn.
Does he level up these blasts if you make the same mistake 2 weeks in a row?
No, you kind of just keep saying it.
Yeah, just keep it
I
coming.
wrote some online feedback to a client this week. Did you even read last week's feedback?
Yeah.
Oh, I do like that one. Because sometimes you do wonder.
Yeah. It's like,
I get, man, so I use Train Heroic for my apps, like my programs and stuff. And I've got a guy, Philippe. I call him Philippe.
is his actual name Philippe?
His actual name's Philip, but I call him Philippe.
Oh, okay. It's like,
he looks a bit ethnic. I love Philippe, all right. He wants to compete. I'll get him to novice comp soon, right? But he leaves these epic comments on his program, eh? Like, he did something the other week and he'd been away working on night shift, so I dropped his deadlifts right down to like 120. He deadlifts like 200 or something.
Yep.
It's like 120 for a couple of sets of 5.
Give him a little break.
Yeah, and he just loads up 140. He goes, 120. Or 120, 115. He goes, that's grade 6 high school girl weight. I ain't doing that. Oh, fair enough. No worries. Yeah.
fucking hell.
It's great. You can see some mad comments on there, man. It's sometimes I just look at them and just shake my head. What do I get into? Yeah. I try.
Well, you're doing really good things, man.
I try.
Well, I've been like, obviously, social media paints a very nice picture, but also having the pleasure of training out of steel a couple of times and knowing you, like, fuck, you're doing great things. You're everywhere at the moment, and
look, I like to have fun. Like, I think.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious being in your gym.
Oh, I love having fun, man.
Mate, fucking I feel like you and Johnny would get you would love his playlist.
Oh yeah, you love. Yeah, I got a few.
What do you got?
I got White Girl Wasted.
Oh yeah,
that's a Spotify playlist.
Yes,
it's great. Then we throw in a bit of Kublai Khan in the middle of there.
Yes,
so a little bit heavy. Okay,
yep.
A little bit of Destiny's Child.
Yep, good.
It's great. It's a good mix.
Fucking good.
You would love it.
Yeah, we should. We need to do deadlifts together.
Oh, we can deadlift.
Yes. 4:30 today, if you're interested.
Oh man,
we got a little crew coming. It's going to be a bit of a giggle.
Kane's coming.
Oh,
Oh,
Kane.
Kane's coming.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Kevy
he's
B
doing
will
that
be
today,
here.
is it?
Sorry?
Big Kane, I hope you listen to this because it wouldn't be the first time he's done that today.
Come. All right.
That's right.
He's definitely listening. I told him you were coming on.
Oh, yeah. He's a good dude, eh?
He's one of the best.
I really like
He
him.
is one of the best dudes ever.
Yeah,
How do you see 2021 for you, bro?
hopefully it's
on the
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to do states in April.
Yep.
Yeah, April.
11th and 10th and 11th of April.
That's correct. You got the second time. Well done.
Thank you.
We're learning. I've learned.
I'm so tired.
That's okay. I can forgive you. But yeah, I finally put my name down for a comp and
Nice.
kind of just said to all my clients, look, guys, if you guys want to do the February one, sweet. Because after that, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Give me 8 weeks to do my thing.
That was my next question for you. How do you, because I'm as a coach myself, Brando, there's always that tricky juggle of you doing the comp, but then there's a few guys of yours that want to do it. And how do you find that balance for yourself?
That's probably why I haven't competed as much as I would have liked to.
Yep.
I've been finding it really hard, especially because I'm just trying to build it. And now I've got to the stage where I'm quite happy. You know, I can probably pick and choose if I really wanted to. I don't. Like, I take anyone. I give everyone the chance. And I kind of said to Big Luke, Nicole, the guys that did battle, I only had a small crew. And I said, look, if you guys want to do it, you will be my limit. Because I know what I can do to handle that.
Yeah.
But I said to everyone else, February is your chance, and anything well after April. Because I just said, look, and everyone's pretty cool. Everyone's like, all right.
Everyone
cool.
understands.
Everyone understands. They're like, it's been almost 2 years for me. Like, it will almost be 2 years since Showdown last year by the time I go to do it.
Yep.
So, yeah, everyone was pretty cool with that.
Yeah. And your crew gets around you too, eh?
Yeah,
Which is
well,
cool.
I hope so. This will be my
Hope so.
yeah, this will be my first time.
Your
doing
crew
it,
will
like-
get around you.
Yeah. And look,
you got a good crew. You've really built your community, and
Yeah.
this was my first real big run, and
Yeah.
100%. Like I took pretty much at the end of 2016 to nearly 2018, building the brand,
Yeah.
doing all that stuff. Put 5 kilos on my total because I couldn't dedicate that time, and then
yeah.
first comp I've done where I've been really zoned in and had my best comp to date, didn't sleeves. But again, everyone got around me because they understood.
Yeah.
And that comes from building that strong community, which
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, which I'm really fortunate out there at Silverstone.
Fucking
like,
good gym.
It's really good. Like we've got some plans out there how we can make it run a bit better and just get that sort of we don't really want to compete with gyms. I feel as though competing with gyms is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I hate that mentality of we have to be better than this gym. No, stuff that. Like, work with them.
100%.
Let's work together. Like, why not? Why do we have to
What's my saying,
compete?
Jace? All tides rise what? All boats
Rising
rise.
tide raises all boats.
Thank you.
And then there's a tiger. Don't forget the tiger.
That's right, the tiger at the top.
There's a tiger at the top of the mountain. There's another tiger chasing that tiger, Mel.
Yeah, more is more.
More is more.
But like, why compete with? We're all in it for the same thing.
Literally.
And
And how
that's
many
why
people in the world don't train?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There's
Like,
plenty out there for
There's
us.
so many people.
Yeah.
We still need to work out this tiger thing though.
No, we went through it.
Yeah, but I still don't understand.
The hungry tiger is chasing the full tiger at the top of the mountain. So when you're full, you stay up the top. But if you're hungry, you're going up the top. So you got to decide which tiger
Kind
you'll
of
be.
sounds like you think you got it wrong, man. Because the full tiger, like, I'm a fat boy, right?
Yeah.
I ain't climbing no goddamn mountain if I'm full.
No, you're already up there. You don't need
Why
to.
the goddamn hell am I getting up there, though?
You had to eat your way up.
Okay, all right, I can do that. Okay. 5-stop buffet on the way up. Done.
Yes.
Let's
I
do
love
it.
it how he was like, I'm a fat boy, and Johnny's first reaction, yes.
Thank you.
A strong,
Thank you.
Oh,
strong
mate.
individual.
Now, before we finish up,
Oh, here we go.
we've got the 10 questions.
Okay.
Ooh,
all
the
right.
10 questions.
Are these? They're the same too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to love what you say in this next 30 seconds.
Are you ready?
All right. Fuck.
So
30, 30 seconds, Mel. You can say anything you like to the world. It starts right now.
Don't be shit. Do your best to be a good person. Don't make stupid mistakes. Kids don't do drugs.
That's a really good point.
If you can be like Brandon, be a little bit like Brandon. Don't go full Brando.
That's really good advice.
Shit, I'm running out of time. Whatever you do, make sure you have fun. Like, you're training to have fun. Competing's not going to pay your bills. It's about having fun and growing as a person.
Well done.
Well
Thank you.
really,
done,
really
sir.
good one at the end.
Don't
there.
go full Brandon.
Don't go full Brando.
Fuck. Everyone thinking of Tropic Thunder right now? Yeah. Sick.
What is the strangest thing you have, do, or think about?
What I have? Oh man, that's gonna go down a real dark road. Let's not go there.
Oh,
Strangest thing you think about.
The strangest thing I think about. How can I get the stupid brown spots off my pool gone?
Yeah.
I think about it every time I look at my pool. Oh, it's pissing me. I'm a new homeowner, man, so I've got a pool now, and I want that thing to be like, I want my lawn perfect. I want everything perfect, and there's black spots in my pool. I've got a pool guy come out, and he hasn't fucking fixed them, and it's pissing me off.
Fuck.
So that's my day.
If anyone knows how to get rid of the brown spots, slide into those DMs
I've been
and
everywhere.
sort it out.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, hit me up, please.
You just drain and paint over it.
Fuck off, Brandon. You ever paid a council rate before?
What's the most important quality in a human?
Integrity.
Nice. What made-up word would you like to see enter the English language?
Oh. What about something I say? It's not stupid. Like, it means a lot to me. I think this is pretty basic, but I think fuckhead needs to be a word.
Yeah, like one word, right?
Yeah, like I think it needs to be in the
Hyphen
dictionary.
or just straight?
No, straight in, like
Yeah.
fuckhead, like that. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's quite a common thing I say in there. Brandon you probably heard me say it a lot.
In the gym? Yeah.
Sorry, Jules. Shout out, Jules.
What's your first memory?
Ooh. Look, as a child, I specifically remember my older brother and sister. They're 5 and 7 years older than me, tying me to a chair.
Oh dear.
For hours until mother got home.
Hours?
Hours. I'd shit myself, weed everywhere.
Fuck.
And if that explains anything about me, there it is.
They thought it was just a bit of good sport.
Oh, yeah. And look, they still bring it up. It's not right.
How do you feel about wombats?
Oh, big balls. I got a photo on my phone, man. Went to the Australian Zoo, and there's this wombat with his balls up against the glass, just chilling, loving it. I'm like, fucking hell. Yeah.
He was a happy wombat.
He was, oh, man.
Natty wombat.
Oh, he was natty.
What's something you learned last weekend? Last week, even.
Last week?
Last week.
Look, get a fucking hat when you're going to be emceeing in the sun all day.
It's good advice.
Yeah, oh man. Cool. Just get a hat. God damn.
What's your perfect Saturday arvo / night?
Well, look, nowadays it's just smoking some meats and sitting outside,
Looking at your pool.
punching a Winnie Blue and looking at the pool.
Punching a Winnie Blue.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
You know what? I don't really know. I'm kind of on the fence there.
On the fence, yep.
You do drug psychosis long enough and you just believe anything.
What's your last words going to be before as you die?
Oh, mate. I'm trying to think of something that I'd actually say, like, and be real about it. But I honestly think if I do anything, I'd flick someone off. I'd hold grudges, but try not to. And I think I'd just rev myself up so hard and just start going off and kick it.
Yes.
Yeah. If anyone that knows me knows I go on tangents. So if you piss me off, like, I just start going and I have to cut myself off. So I've done.
It's like a fucking bar here.
I've done
I'm gonna cut myself off here.
I've done a good job today. Like, I've kept it pretty non-tangent. So
Fuck, you're the best. That was a 10.
that was it.
That was it.
Give me another. That was easy.
Give me another.
No, thank you guys. Thank you so much. It was great.
You're a fucking legend. That was hilarious. Now, people want to reach out, get into strongman, get into powerlifting. Now, Steel and Stone's based out in Salisbury.
Salisbury, yeah. So
obviously
Steel and Stone
Brisbane,
Gym.
Queensland.
Yeah.
Where can they find you? How do they reach out?
Okay, so I have my business page, Reaper Strength Cartel, or Coach Mel Tolone. That is me.
Mel Tolone. That's how you pronounce it.
Well, it's Tolone, but
Tolone.
it's give or take. It's give or take. I'll answer just about anything.
Oh, we fuck it.
Fuckhead, that works. There's heaps of different things. Yeah. It all works.
Mate, thank you so much. Well, thank you for your time this Saturday afternoon. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, sorry for blasting your ears off, but thank you so much for having me.
I think we thoroughly enjoyed that.
Okay, that was the point?
That was the point.
All right.
Yeah. This one will get released pretty soon.
Okay.
Love you long time.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
You're the best.
Oh, shit, eh?